It's Saturday night, and from Granada, Manchester, it's Stars in Their Eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly.
Good evening and welcome once again to Stars in Their Eyes, the show which lets you dream the impossible dream and then makes it come true. Yes, there's no such word as impossible in my vocabulary. As far as I'm concerned, there's no river too deep to cross, no mountain too high to climb, and no jungle too dense to penetrate. Mind you, I can never open a packet of hobnobs just using my fingers, can you? Still, tonight's all about hobnobbing with the stars. So let's meet our first star guest, a young lady who's left her heart in Grimsby Town, of all places.
My name's Deborah Meeks. I live in High Wycombe. I'm 32 years old. I'm married to Roger, who I met when I was singing in a band. He was in the audience, and I spotted him from afar. I'm an avid supporter of Grimsby Town Football Club. When I used to live in Grimsby, I used to have a season ticket and go to all the matches. Unfortunately, I don't get to many these days, living so far away. I work for River Island Clothing Company. My job title is Assistant Office Systems Manager, which basically means I look after the computer network in the finance department. I'm not very domesticated around the house, hate washing up, cleaning.
Come on, go out!
I'm really lucky that Roger's domesticated. He's very well trained. I like to have a bit of a flut on a Saturday on the horses and also on the football, try to predict all the scores. The trouble is I always put Grimsby down to win, so obviously I'll never win anything. But one day.
This could be Deborah's day. Let's meet Deborah Meeks. Gorgeous. Now, I've got to get one thing clear straight away. Either you are a tribute to the generous hospitality of Granada, or you're having a baby. Which is it?
Generous hospitality.
Yeah. No, you don't get like that on 3 Twiglets and a hula hoop. No.
No, I'm having a baby. Yeah.
Excellent. Now, I've got a little present for you.
Have you?
From the Grimsby Town Football Club. They've sent this for your baby.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. Lovely. And the full strip and everything. So what will you call the baby? It could be Paul, John, Gary, Peter, Mark, Paul, Craig, Jim, Neil, Clive, Dave, Meeks, wouldn't it? After the team.
Well, it would be, but I know what sex it's going to be, and it's going to be a girl.
It's going to... Ah. So what name... Have you chosen a name already?
Yeah, it's going to be Clivetta, Paula, Davida.
No. Have you got a name for it?
Yeah, we're going to call it Bethan.
Bethan. Lovely. So now that you're pregnant, do you have craving?
Constant.
That's a big clue about who you're going to be. What do you have cravings for?
Pickled peppers. As in Peter Piper. Peter Pepper.
Sounds yummy to me.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Yeah, but you've done impressions before, haven't you?
Yes.
Of whom?
Well, when I was about 14, I used to do a good Gary Glitter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, without the hairy chest.
Is there anybody else?
Donny Osmond.
Yeah, you're not doing those tonight, are you? Who are you going to be for us tonight?
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be K.D. Lang.
K.D. Lang! She has a constant craving for Grimsby! Tonight, singing live, Deborah Meeks is K.D. Lang!
Because
Ooh. Brilliant. I think the acid test of this show is when a fan of the person that you're doing is listening. And I'm a fan, and I'm well happy with what you did. Are you happy with what you did?
Yeah,
So you should be. You've got a gorgeous voice. Ladies and gentlemen, Deborah Meeks as K.D. Lang. The music of K.D. Lang. And if music be the food of love, we should have it for breakfast. This family does.
My name's Kevin Moore. I live in Wakefield in Yorkshire. I play in a band and I have 2 children, Holly and Corey. They're both very artistic and musical and do tend to take after me in that way. I've played in band for many years now. I did have a proper job once, but I soon got over that. I never finish things. I always have these grand ideas and I sort of carry it through halfway and then I'll think, oh, I'll start something else now. What time do you go out practice, House?
4:30.
Appearing on Stars in Their Eyes is really quite daunting because I grew up listening to the artist that I'm going to be impersonating, and to have to go on there and try and be that person, it's a lot to live up to, and it's an interesting challenge.
He's a rock and roll dad from Wakefield. Please welcome Kevin Moore. So, you're obviously a musical family, so when did you start?
That's right. I started when I was about 8 years old, and in fact, our guitarist that's with me now in our band, he started the band with me at the same time. So.
And you've been together all that time?
Yeah, more or less, on and off.
Writing your own stuff?
Yes, I'm very much into writing our own stuff, and we're trying to sort of get somewhere with our own music.
So you must be on the road a lot?
Constantly, really, yeah. I mean, you see these bands that do long tours, but we gig sort of every week in, week out.
You're absolutely anywhere as well?
To earn a crust, yes.
Yeah. I mean, is it terrible touring?
It can be, yeah. There's some amazing
Do you play terrible
things
places?
Yeah, horrendous places, yeah. It's
like
a penance, really.
Yeah, like those clubs and things.
Those clubs, yeah.
And awful things happen.
Oh, yes, yeah. Clubs with velvet curtains with tassels on the bottom for ornamental purposes. And we had the drum set too far forward on this one particular occasion, and they insisted that we were hidden by the curtains. We didn't look that bad, but... and so they started the show, you know, and the curtains started to part, and the tassels got hooked round the drums, and the drummer was doing this marvellous fill to bring us in. The drums exited stage right with him still playing.
What I wouldn't have given to be there.
I know, we've not been able to top it, actually. It was,
no, and you try to look as if you mean to do it as well.
You try,
really?
you do try.
Now, you're very influenced by the person that you're going to be tonight.
That's right, yes. In as much as we both played the same instrument. He was a front man, I'm a front man singer, the same. And in the days when I was really starting to play seriously, his particular band were very, very much to the forefront.
And you actually look like the man as well.
People do tell me that.
So I think you better tell us, Kevin, who it is you're going to be.
Well, Matthew, tonight I'm going to be Phil Lynott.
Phil Lynott! Couldn't be anyone else. Get to those doors. Singing is his life, and tonight singing live, Kevin Moore is Phil Lynott!
But I still think that cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told you were living downtown, driving all the old and crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. I said the boys are back in town, boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. You know the chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she'd be on the floor shaking what she got. Man, I wanted to she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. At that time over at Johnny's place, well then she got up and she slapped on his face. Man, we just fell about the place. If that shit don't wanna know, forget her. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. I said the boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 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 Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town? Friday night they'll be dressed to kill. Down to Dino and Baron Will. Drink will flow and blood will spill. If the boys wanna fight, you better let them. Tattoo marks in the car have left out my favorite song. The nights are getting warmer, it won't belong to summer comes. Now that the boys are here again. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. I said the boys are back in town. 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 The boys are back in town.
Excellent!
Thank you, Matthew.
You know, there's a fabulous routine going on at your back. You've got fireworks at the front. If you hadn't have been as good as you were, you wouldn't have stood a chance, mate, I can tell you. But it was uncannily good.
Thanks a lot.
How'd
Loved
you
every
feel?
minute of it.
You did?
I really did.
I thought you might have done. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Moore as Phil Lynott! From rock music to rock salmon, and our next star guest who comes from the fishing port of Peterhead.
My name is Andrew Carno, and I live in Peterhead, 30 miles north of Aberdeen, which is the most easterly point in Britain. Peterhead is a fishing port. It has the biggest whitefish market in Europe. It's called the Blue Tune, for the simple reason it is very cold up here. At the moment I'm unemployed, and in the mornings I'll rise early and have a look down the market to see if there's any work going. You can talk to your friends, you maybe get a job driving a truck or taking the fish out of the market. My wife's name is Ruth Ann. I have 4 children, Louise, Andrew, Debbie, Ann and Martin. I've been singing since I was 12 or 13 years old. A lot of my days now, being unemployed, I spend in a studio at home. I write my own music. I'm a big Pink Floyd fan. I love Eric Clapton. But the person I'm going to be tonight was my first influence.
He's waiting for his ship to come in. Please welcome Andrew Cardno. Have you got a job yet, Andrew?
No, I haven't.
No, you don't want to be doing that fishing, do you?
Well, it's a very hard life.
Yeah. You've been a deep sea fisherman, haven't you?
Yes.
How old were you when you started that job?
16 years old.
Well, out in that frozen North Sea? Mm-hmm. You don't want to do that.
No, it's a very hard life.
Very hard life. And Peterhead, I mean, if you go any further east, I mean, you just fall off, don't you?
It's the most easterly point.
I know. And that accent is amazing. I know you're keeping it together for us so that we can understand you. But why don't you give us a bit of undiluted dialect? Because it's Buchan dialect, isn't it?
Yes, well, but we've got a day next month yet, our show's over, but
I can't attack at Anne. Which means I haven't a clue what you're talking about. What did you just say?
what's happening after we finish the show?
I'll tell you after. Now, there is a connection, but a very vague connection between you and the man you're going to be.
Yes, well, he's Scottish descent.
Right.
For the Kingdom of Fife in Scotland.
His ancestors came from Fife.
Yes.
Well, you better tell us who it's going to be.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash! You sure am, boy! just hit those doors! With a voice more gravelly than my front drive, ladies and gentlemen, tonight singing live, Andrew Cardno is Johnny Cash!
Dad left home when I was 3 and it didn't leave much money. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle. Now I don't blame him 'cause he run ahead, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. Roam from town to town, I have my shame. But I'd make me a vow to the moon and stars. I'd search the honky-tonks and bars, and I'd kill the man that gave me that awful name. It was Gatlinburg in mid-July. I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop in and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table dealing stud, sat a dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old. I looked at him, my blood ran cold. I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do?" Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, came up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. Then I busted a chair right across his teeth, and he crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouged in the mud, the blood, and the beer. Well, I'll tell you I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and I heard him cuss. He went for his gun and I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me. I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's got to make it, he's got to be tough. And I know I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd had to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped to make you strong. Yeah, I said you just fought one hell of a fight. I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel that got the spit in the eye, 'cause I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue. Yeah, what could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and threw down my gun. I called him a pun, he called me a son. I came away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try, every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill, George, anything but Sue. I still hate that name. Yeah!
My name is Matt. Well, how about that? Oh, just excellent. Yeah, just forget the deep sea fishing. Forget it. Be a singer. Did you enjoy it?
I did, yes.
I thought you might have done. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Cardno as Johnny Cash. Which reminds me, I need some cash to get myself a cup of tea. I suggest you do the same. Meet you back here in, say, a couple of minutes. Welcome back to part 2 of Stars in Their Eyes, or if you prefer, part 1, the sequel. I said, I'll be back. And here I am. So, without further ado, let's meet star guest number 4, who's determined to make a big splash.
My name's Andrew Bagnall. I'm 29 years old. I live in Birdwell, Barnsley.
You ready?
In South Yorkshire. I'm married to Lisa. We have a son called Zach, who is 18 months. We love taking Zach to the pool. We go as often as possible. And with both me and Lisa being lifeguards, we love to go as well. I've really been influenced through my father. My father was a a club singer since the 1950s. The best place to sing is in the bath, because you're on your own, you've got echo and you can relax. I've got time for anybody, and one rule I have is always to judge people as I find them, rather than, hearsay before I meet somebody. My friends turn around to me and say, "Oh, you'll freeze up tonight. You'll get on that microphone and you'll freeze," and I just can't wait to prove them wrong.
He won't have to wait any longer. Here is Andrew Bagnall. Now, normally, when you see a bloke being that nice to a baby, we call him a politician. Right? You're obviously a lovely dad. And there's a story about Zach being here.
Well, my wife, Lisa, and myself, we used to work for the same company, but in different factories at the time. And at the time, we were undecided whether to have a baby or not. We thought we might live a little first. But so we left it for a while, and then one day I was working, and they had the radio on loud, and a certain song were out at the time called One. And that song came on, and before that song had finished, I'd made my mind up that let's go for it. That's what we did.
And that song, One, is a very big clue about who you're going to be tonight.
That's right. Yeah.
But we'll get to that in a minute. Now, being a lifeguard in Barnsley is, I think you picked a bit of a bummer there because, well, there's not a lot of sea, and it's hardly Baywatch, is it, really?
No.
So I would pursue, perhaps a singing career. Anyway, you didn't freeze up like your friend said you would do.
No.
And you're not going to freeze up on the song either.
I'm not. No.
Who are you going to be for us tonight?
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Bono of U2.
Bono! Yeah, nice one! Go to it! He's impressed me and I know he'll impress you too! Tonight, singing live, Andrew Bagnall is Bono!
See the storm set in your eyes, see the conquest in your side. I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails she makes me wait, and I'll wait without you. With or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore. You give it all, but I want more. And I'm waiting for you.
Well done, Andrew. Terrific. Yeah, because you see, the worry is that it's so accurate that you'll probably have another baby, you see. Your wife's in the audience, isn't she? Yeah,
that's
she
right.
is.
Yeah.
Well, just clear the building before you make any decisions about it, really. You're right.
Brilliant.
Good
great.
man. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Bagnall as Bono! Time to meet our last star guest of the evening, and she really means business.
My name is Gina Westhead. I live in a little village outside Chester called Higher Kinnerton. I come from Scotland originally.
Yeah, Roger, Paul, any messages for me?
I'm a sales manager for SFL Communications. We supply radio communications to the construction industry, oil industry, security, anybody really that needs radio communications. I have a partner in my life, and that's Jim. And I have to give Jim the credit for me singing, because Jim likes to sing song, and I like to sing. So everywhere we went, Jim would put my name down. It started off in just a little sing-song in a pub, and then along came the karaoke, and a lot of people told me, why didn't I go in for Stars in Their Eyes?
Businesswoman turned show businesswoman, Gina Westhead. With cold hands as well. That's nerves, that isn't it? Little nerves. I can't imagine you having nerves, being surrounded by men and sorting them out.
You'd be surprised.
Firm but fair, I thought you were with them. But you've got a lot of experience in that field, haven't you? Because you were a pioneer in your kind of work.
Oh, I was once the only female associate member of the Institute of Quarry, and travelled all around the world, Venice, Italy, Milan, Lyon in France.
In trains full of men.
That's right. Oh, we had a good sing-song though. We were singing all night.
Oh,
It
yes.
was a good night.
And so you've got a boyfriend in oil.
Right.
And how did you meet?
Well, he was a buyer, and
you're a seller.
I'm a saleswoman. And he said to me, I was going along to sell my radios, and he said to me, well, if you want this order, you better be here at 7:30 in the morning. And I said to him, I'll take 6:30 at night. You take them on the site at 7:30 in the morning. So that's what we did. And
You've been with him ever since?
And I've been with him ever since.
Yeah.
That's right.
So there are very many similarities between you and the person that you're going to be tonight. So tell us a few of those.
Well, we're both small, and they say I've got the husky voice.
Yes, you do.
And she's got a wee nickname, and she's called Little Miss Dynamite.
Ah, yes. And you're just like that, aren't you? Especially after all that time in the quarries. They might have guessed already from the Little Miss Dynamite, but you better tell them who you're going to be, Gina.
Matthew, I'm going to be Brenda Lee.
Brenda Lee! What a treat! Off you go now! She's short and sweet, and tonight, singing live, Gina Westhead is Brenda Lee!
My baby whispers in my ear, sweet nothing. Sweet nothing. Things he wouldn't tell nobody else. Your secret, baby, I'll keep them to myself. Sweet nothing. Sweet nothing. We walk along hand in hand. Sweet nothing. Yeah, we both understand. Sweet nothing. Sitting here tense and trying to read my book. My baby gave me that special love. Sweet nothing. Sweet nothing. My baby give me that special love. Sweet nothing. that's enough for tonight. Sweet nothing. Sweet nothing. Sweet nothing. Sweet nothing. Sweet nothings.
Gina! Oh, fabulous. Do you really enjoy it as much as you appear to?
Absolutely.
I thought so.
Absolutely.
It's not just part of the performance, is it?
Brilliant.
Yeah, and you were
Absolutely
fabulous from the minute you walked on.
Thank
well
you.
done. Ladies and gentlemen, Gina Westhead as Brenda Lee! It's hard to believe, but that was the last of this week's Star Guest, which means we've almost reached the end of the show. Yes, the end is near, but before we face the final curtain, my friends, I'll say it clear. It's time for the audience to vote. And if you're watching at home, I'm sorry, you know you can't vote tonight, but of course you will be able to vote in our live final just 6 weeks away. But here in the studio, who's it going to be? Is it Katie Lang, Phil Lynott, Johnny Cash, Bono, or Brenda Lee? Studio audience, cast your votes now. And the winner is Bono! Well done. You do look a little bit shocked, I have to say.
Got no flush.
You've got it. Is it brought on a hot flush?
Unbelievable.
Well, it'll be more than a hot flush because I've just discovered something remarkable. That in fact, Lisa, who's in the audience, your wife, is in fact going to have a baby. I thought, blimey, that was quick. Well, Andrew can't believe it. He has drunk from the well of stardom and quenched his thirst for fame. And there'll be more of the same next week, so don't miss it, or I'll give you a slap. So ta-ra till next Saturday, and once again, let's hear the great sound of Andrew Bagnall as Bono. Good night.
Stone set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side. I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails she makes me wait, and I wait without you.
If you'd like to appear on Stars in Their Eyes, please call free phone 0800 666 888, and our famous doors might just open for you.
Through the storm we reach the shore. You give it all, but I want